This is a new part of animal rescue stories captured on camera. After playing on the coast, a dog jumped off a small stone pier and fell into the ocean. A brave woman, seeing that the animal was in danger, immediately dove into the water and began to wade through the rough waves to find the animal. Luck was on her side. The big waves washed the dog close to the shore, and the girl saved the defenseless dog. According to the Coast Guard, the storm was so strong that it was a miracle that the woman managed to remain unharmed. Hey man, hey bud, do you see that big shell on my back? Can you help me? Sure. What should I do? Take it off me. Okay, sure. Thank you very much. The guy with a strange balloon shell on his back. A security camera captured the incredible rescue of a dog in a tunnel, which accidentally fell out of the window of a car passing at high speed. The poor dog, finding itself on the highway, didn't immediately understand what had happened. Lost, it backed under the wheels of a car. Drivers, seeing a lost dog on the road, immediately slowed down. Thanks to their reaction, the animal remained unharmed, and the owner got the poor thing back in the car. An accident occurred at a city dam. A mongrel dog fell from a steep wall to the very bottom. People passing by rushed to help it, descending a long rope. Two desperate guys pulled the dog down a steep and slippery slope directly to the sidewalk, where it was met by other passersby who participated in the rescue operation. A herd of elephants roamed in one of the regions of eastern India for several days, and one elephant accidentally fell into a pit filled with water. News of the incident immediately spread to all the nearby villages, and people turned to the fire service for help. Rescuers, along with several local volunteers, spent about 2 hours rescuing the mammal. Finally, after several attempts, the elephant was pulled out of the pit with the help of cables, after which the poor guy ran away, apparently to its relatives. Shots taken in Costa Rica show a group of people watching a sloth slowly cross a road. Once on the side of the road, the sloth tried to go deeper into the forest, but it couldn't climb the concrete hill. Tourists, looking at how the animal is struggling, decided to help it. The guy grabbed the sloth and laid it on the soft green grass on the other side of the barbed fence, all so the animal could continue on its way to the forest. Finally, the guys decided to say goodbye to their furry friend, and they waved to it. They were surprised when the sloth waved back. And this video shows how valiant park workers saved a newborn zebra from drowning. Trying to stand on its fragile legs, the newborn animal stumbled and fell into a pond immediately after it was born. The foal's helpless wails enveloped the entire park. Fortunately, the birth of the foal was being watched by the zoo staff, which is why they managed to react to the incident in time and prevent a tragedy. It's good if an inattentive owner has an eyewitness who can quickly react to a situation and save a dog from certain death. But such a happy occasion doesn't always happen. So if you have a favorite animal, be careful when entering the elevator with it. The slightest bit of inattention can end very badly. You never know who you might meet in your backyard. Hearing someone roar, the owners ran out into the street in search of the source of the sound. It turned out to be a small bear cub. which was hanging from a thin branch, barely holding on with its paws. It was very weak. The guys brought a canvas that softened the fall of the bear. Then, they took it to the forest. For some incredible reason, this cute kitty ended up on the exterior facade of a multi-story building. Seeing that the cat was stuck, locals reported it to the fire service. After a while, the rescuers were in place and began to lift the rescue crane. When the structure was aligned in height with the cat, the kitty skillfully jumped into the cabin, and then it was lowered to the ground to loud whistles and applause. No one could understand how this little kitten managed to get its head stuck in a log. The guy who decided to help the four-legged kid began to break through the top layer of the log with the sharp and cold-blooded blows of a machete. After an impressive number of blows, a meowing muzzle showed up, and a couple of minutes later, the baby was already free. A funny incident occurred when rescuing a cat from a deep hole. After setting up the ladder, the guy began to go down to help the cat get out. He didn't even have time to find himself at the bottom of the pit when this cat got a big fright and suddenly climbed the walls and freed itself from imprisonment. Rescuers then burst out laughing at such an unexpected twist. Cinematographer Douglas Tron captured the amazing rescue of a cat in the fire-ravaged city of Paradise. This man in the frame, named Shannon Jay, saved countless cats and was in the heart of the fire zone every day, continuing to find more and more lost animals. This kitten was lucky enough to meet this valiant rescuer. Lifting the car with a high-lift jack, Jay pulled the frightened cat out by its singed fur and put it in the carrier. Now, the fuzzy creature is much stronger and doing very well.
That is fucking heavy. Thank you so much. God damn it.
That's unbelievable.
Come on, man.
And this case happened in Barnaul. A bearded man climbed a tree to film his meowing friend. The reason why it climbed the tree so high is still a mystery. And when the owner asked, "Why did you get up there?" the cat embarrassedly stayed silent. A similar case occurred in Moscow. According to an eyewitness, he was walking down the street when he heard a high-pitched squeak. He saw a small kitten sitting in a 3-meter-high tree. The guy couldn't climb the tree because there was nothing to cling to. He asked the man living in the across house for a rake. Taking it, he lifted it as high as possible, and the little kitten didn't hesitate to climb on the rake, and the boy safely lowered it to the ground. While taking out the trash, an elderly man saw a cat with its head stuck in a jar. Apparently, this cat was very hungry, and in search of food, it had to climb into the narrow vessel. Taking a sharp pair of tongs, the old man cut off the hard neck of the jar and released the cat. Startled, it immediately ran away. When the man tried to help the kitten, he asked a passerby to shoot it on a video, to then show it to his grandchildren as an example that it's always necessary to help animals in trouble. While the owners aren't home, loyal neighbors will come to the rescue. In a multi-story building, a brave woman climbed out on the edge of a windowsill to save a kitten stuck on the window. A man was going fishing and saw a puppy stuck in a bottle on the way. It was covered in snow and ice, and its head was frozen to the plastic bottle. After several attempts, the fisherman managed to free the frozen puppy. It was a purebred husky. The man brought it to his home, fed it, and later found its owner. This incident occurred in December 2014 in a small village in the Oriol region. A group of men went hunting, and a dog named Caesar fell through the thin ice. They tried to call out to the animal to get it to swim towards them. They tried to find sticks and planks to get closer to the dog, but none of this worked. At one point, Caesar almost crawled out, and the ice broke again. As a result, one of the men couldn't stand it and rushed to help. Good job! A truly horrific incident occurred in North Carolina. A huge butterfly larva was extracted from the tiny nostrils of an 8-week-old kitten. The video shows a veterinarian who, using surgical forceps, performed the procedure to remove the parasite from the poor girl's nose. For ethical reasons, we won't show the entire operation process, as this isn't a spectacle for the faint of heart. But for those who still dares to watch it, the link to the full video will be in the description. All this time, this baby was suffering from chronic discharge from the nose and eyes, and the right nostril was very swollen. According to the doctor, the size of larva is usually only about 1 centimeter in length, and what he found in the end was the largest larva he had ever seen. It's difficult to imagine how it fit in the small kitten's nose. Now, the 4-legged friend feels great, and according to the owner, no longer complains of discomfort in its nose. Do good deeds as often as possible and help those in need, because these moments prove that unity, kindness, and mutual assistance are one of the most important things in life that firmly connect all people and animals. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell button to be the first to watch the new videos. This was Margot. Bye everyone!